Libra, this is Yonjo from Choose a Shane Tarot, and I'm here to do your May 2017 reading. First I want to say thank you to all the people who liked, shared, and subscribed my channel. Thank you very much. So let's get started. So your overall message for May 2017 is complacency. So let's read what that means. So this is a warning not to give up. Beware of coasting along in a situation that is not what you really want. You will never be fulfilled by the unmet dreams of others. How can I redefine my dreams? How can I stop procrastinating? The key ideas are finding self-nourishment, leaving dreams unrealized, feeling depleted, time for deep rest, lack of motivation, holding back. And the phrase that goes with it is, I am feeling the loss of my dreams. And your clarifying cards are home and permanency. So, it's one of the stronger messages that I'm getting. It's feeling like you have to complete the goals or the dreams, either feeling like you have to complete the dreams of people who you call home, whether that's the parents that you grew up with, or the family you grew up with, or the friends that you're currently surrounded by. And there's a sense of stuckness, especially here with the permanence card, feeling like you have no other options, like there's no other choices out there for you to do. Like you have no choice but to do this, to live their dreams, to accomplish their goals. And there's no room for yourself and your dreams and your goals, or even to imagine your dreams or your goals, you know, because all that you've done is live through, like, being of service of other people. And there's the idea of coasting, because it's so much easier just to go along with the flow than actually go against the flow and moving towards the direction that you know will be fulfilled, will be fulfilling. And maybe that's what you're trying to do, and this month it just feels a lot harder just to kind of go against the grain and sort of move towards what you want. But it's really just saying don't give up. And another message is just like, there's a lot of different ways you can define home, and maybe that's kind of the center of what you're trying to find, is defining home in a way that feels good to you, is not just the expectation. So whether that's having a partnership or partners that feel good to you, that feel flexible for you in a way that makes sense, having a community that feels nourishing and fulfilling and energizing and inspiring. You know, there doesn't have to be a sense of permanence within it. There doesn't have to be a sense of permanence that you're not stuck. That's what I'm trying to say. This sense of permanence is something that you're creating, almost as an excuse to like not look against, or not to not imagine something outside of the box that you are being put in or placing yourself in. And if you're trying to move out of that box, the sense of permanence of how difficult the path has been to move away from it is something that isn't forever. So it's something to keep in mind. Alright, so for your left part of your reading, for the for your left part of reading for the singles, you have the Ace of Swords in reverse and the Chariot in reverse. Swords and Chariot. So with these two cards, definitely saying a lack of clarity of how to move forward, lack of clarity of where you need to restrain yourself and have some discipline so you're able to move forward. Let's get more messages. Yeah. So with the Hermit and the Eight of Cups in reverse, it's like saying what I was saying earlier about the stagnation about where you're supposed to be headed on your path, or even how to begin that path in the first place. Yeah, because with the Ten of Swords here, this is your energy, Libra. The Ace of Swords too. It's like feeling like worst case scenario, feeling like everything is going to shit, nothing can get better. You might as well just sit here and take it. Is what I'm getting. And the thing too with the tens is this is the end of a cycle. Feels like the worst of the worst, but the worst of the worst is ending. Or it's already over, but you're holding on to it because it's a lot easier to hold on to misery than to have hope. Because having hope requires you to have a different mindset outside of just like the sense of complacency. Yeah, and the Three of Wands here, what I'm getting with the Three of Wands in reverse is this sense of hopelessness and feeling like what you've been working towards or what you want to work towards will never come into your life. But that cycle is over. Things are going to start shifting and coming in once you have, like I said, once you're starting to redefine what you feel permanently attached to. Whether that's a certain way of being in a relationship with other people, certain way of whether you should have a relationship right now, all these things that you feel attached to, these mindsets, these goals that you feel attached to, like, it's really asking you to figure out how you can walk away from it. That's sort of the introspection that maybe you're not really focusing on. Like, you need this discipline. You need the clarity to have the discipline to be able to really walk away and know that as you're walking away, the worst of the worst is over, and what you want to manifest is coming in. It's all about having a different shift in perspective. Alright, so with the couples here, you have the Ten of Wands in reverse and the Seven of Cups. So there's definitely a process of releasing illusions, the burden of illusions. So it feels like you're putting a lot of weight on your partner or partnerships. And the weight is sort of kind of dragging this down. It's kind of it feels like things are just happening, but not really going forward. Like, they're happening to you, you're not happening with you. Like, things are just sort of, like, that's sort of the illusion that you've been held under, whether it's yourself or your partner or partners. It's like things should just work out. Things should just, if you're in love, they should just work out. You should just be able to figure things out, and love will solve everything. But obviously that's not working, which is why you need to release the burden that has, the things that have accumulated as a result of that sort of illusion. Yeah, and with the Seven of Pentacles here in reverse and the High Priestess here upright, it's like what this sort of burdens has what the burden of having this illusion has led to is just like not really investing in the right places in your in your relationship or partnerships. Like, you're just focusing on the wrong aspects of it, and you focusing on that is kind of furthering this idea of complacency, furthering the idea of sort of keep coming up with these cards. Yeah, as in making you lack motivation is holding you back from actually having a fulfilling relationship. And with the High Priestess too, it's like this is an illusion. And with the Temperance here, with the High Priestess, it's about finding that balance again, and also feeling really connected and at one with your partner. So I think once you align that, either you'll feel at one with your partner or partners, or you'll feel one with yourself about how you should move forward about this relationship, whether you should continue on with it or not. And with the King of Swords here, it's just really saying, like, you'll have that vision, you'll have that, and I mean, this is your energy, but you have the Libra, you have that vision, you have that insight of how to move forward once you get to a place of balance, once you kind of release those illusions, but also have that, flirty, flirty hope and excitement in your relationship. Having or in your partnerships, or just not relationships in general, having that will allow you to have the insight how to move forward, how to dash forward. Alright, so let's go to the work, passion, and community. So you have the Magician in reverse, the Queen of Swords in reverse, and the Seven of Swords. So there's definitely an element of self-deception or deception around you, or lack of clarity of how to move forward and how to manifest things, whether that's connections, partnerships. And I mean, like I said, just this idea, this unclarity is just really coming from a lack of even focusing on yourself and what you really want, instead of just living the dreams of other people or living the dreams of what society expects you to do. Let's get some more cards here, especially with this one. Yeah, literally this is the dreams of what society expects you to do. With the Hierophant and the Seven of Cups. It's like these illusions. You have a lot of things about it. The illusions of status quo and falling into the status quo is what's getting you caught up. Like, that's what the self-deception you're falling into, or the deception that you're expected to buy into. It's making you, and not allowing you to manifest what you really want. Because maybe you are manifesting things and they're just not fitting, so they end up leaving your life. High Priestess. Pull another one. Yeah, it's really asking you to let go and get in tune with yourself, so you can let go what the false sense of stability that you're seeking after, you're seeking after, that you're looking for. That false sense of security, that false sense of happiness. Okay, but I'll pull it. Yeah, stability. This false sense of stability here. It's really emphasized with the King of Pentacles in reverse and the Four of Pentacles in reverse. And a lot of it too, I think, it's being vulnerable to with the Four of Pentacles in reverse too. It's being vulnerable, and the High Priestess is being vulnerable to the ideas and the messages that there's another way of being, there's another way of living, there's another way they can do with there's a lot other way you can use the resources that are around you that are not just in tune with what is for that greater good or the higher purpose, something that is really nourishing for you. Yeah. Alright, so let's get to the spirituality and higher purpose and additional messages. You have the Moon card, the High Priestess here again. You have the High Priestess, I believe, 3 times here. Yep. And the Death card. So what you need to know, there's the path of confusion that you're on, path of complacency, path of uncertainty, path that you're just surrounded by clouds and you have there's no path forward, and there's no peace. And that is your challenge, is finding that sense of clarity and balance within the unknown. And the High Priestess says you have the information that you need. You have the information that you need. It's just a matter of being objective to that information. And not doing it in a way that, yeah, it's just a matter of being objective with that information. Like, say, it's just about this has to do with, partnerships, friendships, opportunities, challenges that you're facing in your life. And having an objective view at it, so you know how to go forward. And objective does not mean heartless. It does not mean cold. It does not mean complacent. It really just means doing things that are for your best good, even if it means making sacrifices. Okay, what's going on? Told me to pull another card, and it's not coming out. Slipped up. The Empress. The sense of abundance, happiness, fulfillment, sense of having everything that you need and having the materials or the resources of the garden to create. This is what's going to lead you to embracing the changes that are being sucked into your life and letting go of what isn't working. Because that Death card is inevitable. Things are going to change. Things are going to end. And new things are going to be brought in as a result. Yeah. And with the Death card and the Emperor here, you'll have the stability that you want. You'll be able to create. Because you have the the Emperor and the Empress. Or the Empress and the Emperor. So you'll be able to create stability from the resources once you are in tune with yourself and embrace the changes that are coming in. Alright, so your overall piece of advice for May 2017 is, my instincts keep me adaptable in the face of any obstacle. So a lot of this, because you have the High Priestess 1, 2, 3 times, and the Hermit as well, or you have the High Priestess 3 times. It's really talking about being in tune with your intuition, and that's what's going to allow you to move forward. Let me read that out for you. When we are flexible and adaptable, life expands. When things unexpectedly shift course, we can either see into the realm of enchanted possibility, or we can become rigid with despair. Fox medicine connects you to your natural ability to adapt, be flexible, and use your senses to discern and understand what is in front of you. She's a beautiful and stealth animal with sharp senses and a keen instinct. She's also a shapeshifter and can become invisible by blending in with her surroundings and swiftly moving through tricky situations. I'm going to say that part again. She's also a shapeshifter and can become invisible by blending in with her surroundings and swiftly moving through tricky situations. I think that's one of the things that is really emphasized with the complacence card, is a lot of times when you're being complacent is this idea of feeling like you need to like mold yourself, and it's like asking you those skills to be being adaptable in a different way. So tap into your inner fox and practice being aware and present in your environment. Whenever necessary, adapt and shapeshift with grace. An opportunity or solution will reveal itself that may have otherwise remained hidden. That's a lot of what I was saying. So yeah, so that's your reading. If this makes sense and you want to have more information about how this pertains to your life specifically, and we can just figure it out, we can vibe it out, we can get to the bottom of it and really figure out how to deal with the changes that are coming in your life. And so you just hit me up for a personal reading and we'll do that together. We'll figure it out together. And yeah, so I have full moon and new readings that I do every month on my website, and also on my Instagram at TruthIsChange.ro, my website at TruthIsChange.tumblr.com, and the link below. And yeah, thanks for watching. Blessings.